back to the channel. Today we're going to be drawing a tank. Now before we begin, I just want to get out of the way, like and subscribe. And now back to the drawing portion of this video. So, depending on how you want to make your tank terrain, this part might be a little tricky if you're not that good at deciding things. So here's our paper. If you want to just draw the tank, I recommend just drawing a line across the paper. But if you want to make an entire battle scene with a tank just bombarding a stronghold, a trench, I would make it this way so you have a little bit more room. So when I'm done drawing the part, then I'll show you. So this part is very easy. Okay, so for this part, no, I'm not this bad at drawing lines. No, I purposely did that to look like this area was bombarded by God knows what. Then you want to draw kind of an oval shape for the treads. The treads may be the easiest part, but like this part of the treads, then it gets fairly harder. Does yours look like this? Then you are doing it right, but you don't want it to look like a hot dog, kind of like mine. Oh, and if you want to just get straight lines, get a ruler, get something straight, like a pencil, which you're drawing with. If you have another one, or a pen, whatever, that'll work. It doesn't, I don't care, as long as it's straight. That's the only way it's gonna work. Hold on, my thing's running out of battery. Hold on a minute. Let me just plug this in so I can finish. Okay, it should be charging. Yeah, it's charging. Okay, so then, after you have that done, you're gonna, let me just, hold on, I'll show you it in a second. This part, I'm not sure how easy it'll be for you. It depends on how good you are at drawing. Now then, you want to make something that meets up here, then goes up above, then goes up. So this is kind of 3D, you don't have to do this, but it makes it look more realistic. If you're making a German tank, this is actually a US tank, so this is supposed to be World War II, so yeah, let's draw the next part now. Here, this is a pretty cool part. So here, this part's easy-ish. Oh God, that looks like a butt cheek. Sorry. Oh God.
What a pizza. Yeah, from where?
Sorry, that's just my grandma and grandpa. So then, you want to draw 2 lines, and I just made it look scratched up. Then put 2 circles, kind of like a butt. Don't demonetize me. That's just what it looks like. It doesn't have to look like that. But yes, tanks would have that, so the little treads could move. So, you want to draw this, this is how many times you should draw it, as big as your tank treads are. Now, if your tank treads are like super duper big, then I'm not sure how good it's going to turn out for you. Because then you're just going to have to draw thousands. So I'm going to do this until I have a couple. Probably just about 3. And yes, I will kind of do a background-ish. Do you know what I just realized? You know how I told you, depending on your terrain, that's going to mean which side of the paper it's on? I didn't even follow my own advice. Well, okay. So next part. Okay, so if you have this, then your treads are complete. Good job. Then, which way is the back of yours? This is my back, so here's what you're gonna do with the back. you're gonna put a bunch of dots near the back to make it look like debris is flying out from the back. Does it look like that? Something like that. Almost like the tank is farting. And no, I'm not obsessed with fart words or whatever. I'm not obsessed with it. It's just an example of what it will look like. So now, wherever the front of your tank is, this is the front. Now then, you're gonna want to, a little bit above, you're gonna draw a line at the back of your tank moving towards the front. So it starts at the front, then it ends at the back. So, and then this is what it should look like. Here's the front. It's kind of like a ramp. Why is my screen blue? Is it from my pencil? Guys, that was so weird. I don't know if you'll see that on it, but that was so cool. My screen was turning full on blue. Is it? Oh. So, this is what it should look like. There's the front. And some of them have rams. I'm not exactly sure how to draw that. Next, so from that line in the back, draw up, then draw something like this, kind of like a box shape. It's almost like you're drawing a humongous rectangle. Hold on, that's too big. So nearing where on your tank, kind of that little slant in the front goes, you want to end your line there. Then draw kind of a star for like US, or you can just draw it right USA, which is kind of a lazy way. I'm not calling you lazy if you do it, but it should look like this. After you have that, you're gonna, in the front, draw kind of a half circle near the ram, but not on the ram, like that. Can you see that right here? Yep, that. And now draw a line sticking out of it. So what this is, it's kind of the front gun, because they had guns at the front. And then from the front, draw like wacky lines coming. Just these really wacky lines. And then in the middle, draw kind of like a really messed up circle with bullets coming out. Like, it's kind of firing. It's like, then at the front of the tank, draw a half circle. This looks like such a weird tank, but hey, I didn't design World War II tanks. So then draw this, should look like that, and then at the front, draw a circle. My screen's turning blue again, can you see that? Okay, so then draw a D at the front of the two lines. I know this looks big, but still it's big. So then, kind of something that looks like this. This is a tall enough tank, but it's a hatch. And then draw a line at the back. No, like kind of, yeah, at the fair, like one of the front. Then draw a giant box thing, and then draw kind of like some scribbles on it for words. Okay, then there's your little turret, and you can draw the tank firing. If you want to add a couple dead soldiers or two, that's okay. But yeah, this is the finished tank that I drew. It's turning pink. What's going on? I don't know. I don't know if you can see it, but anyways. Thank you for watching. This is the end result of my tank. And without further ado, I am going to end this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Oh, my screen's doing that thing again.